Good morning and happy Tuesday. Hopefully today I will have less assistance from the animals. That was a little distracting yesterday if you saw yesterday's coaching tip. And today I'm using the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. This is another new deck. Let's see what we get from this. Oh, yeah, another couple things actually. So one, I always forget to say like, share, and subscribe. And y'all, if you enjoy this channel, if you like the things that I'm saying, if you like, share, and subscribe, that's going to help my algorithm. And I can't even believe that I know things about algorithms now, but I'm learning. So that does help the channel grow, help the information get out to more people who could benefit from it. And also the $21 21-day challenge, dollar a day. It's reinvent yourself, creating new success habits, and helping them stick. So hope to see you there. The information is in the description box below. And we'll see what our topic is for today. What do we got for today? I'm always excited about new cards. And it's just, I don't want to keep using the same decks over and over again. So I'm going to just like here and there bring in new decks to see if we can get some new topics, new perspectives. So I don't know. Can we get a topic? What's our topic for Tuesday? What do we got for Tuesday? All right, we'll take that one. Enlightenment. All right. Which, by the way, right now, this is a time of like mass awakening on the planet. I've talked about, I'm sorry that I haven't done more additional videos in the past couple of weeks. I've been really working on the challenge content, but one of the things I'm going to do hopefully this week is a video on awakening, the spiritual awakening, what that is, what that means, what it's like when you start to go through it, because if you don't know, it can be terrifying. You really kind of feel like you're going insane. And so look for that. And again, if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe and click on the bell notification, and you'll know when the new videos come out. Look at that. Ah, I can do it. Enlightenment. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. And it's small compared to some galaxies. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it is beyond human comprehension, which is why the galaxy often symbolizes great enlightenment as well as faith in the forces much greater than us. Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky is the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. And I I like that that came right after, yesterday we had the judgment and not focusing on our differences. And this is talking about who we are in the universe, your purpose in the greater collective, and awakening and coming to the enlightenment that your possibilities are endless. We have so many ways that we can contribute every day. You know, and it's small things. It doesn't have to be something huge. You don't have to create a scholarship. You don't have to go out and build a shelter or anything massive. It's the small things that change the lives around us. When you pass someone, smile, nod, acknowledge them. How many people go through life and feel unseen, like they don't matter, just because no one ever bothers to acknowledge them? And this struck me yesterday. I went to the store, and there's a gentleman who every day is out right at the road with a sign that says, need help. Um, it's winter, and so it's cold, and he goes inside sometimes to warm up. And as you enter the store, he's sitting there. And if he's sitting there, I always make a point to talk to him. And I've always been one that, like, at one point I lived in downtown Indianapolis, and I would sit down and talk to the homeless people because their stories are incredible, and no one ever even looks at them. And I found out so many amazing things, just sharing with someone who most people, the general society, looks at as insignificant. And, you know, we were talking yesterday about love and coming from a place of love and not comparing ourselves or judging others based on what we see. You know, what if that person has the answer to your purpose? What is something that that insignificant person you never acknowledge has wisdom that the universe has given them to share with you, but because you don't acknowledge them, you don't get the wisdom. And that specific thing, that one thing, because let's say, and this is, again, it's an example, it's not like you, but let's say you're one of those people that when you walk down the street and there are people that are homeless that are asking for money or whatever, you just kind of put your blinders on and just, don't ever look at them. What if the spiritual lesson for you is to actually stop and talk to them? What if that conversation holds the key to your greater contribution and spirit is waiting for you to acknowledge the people that you view as less than or insignificant? And it's that ego thing again, where you don't want to just go up to anyone you see on the street and try to talk to them, but if you're in touch with your intuition, get a feel for people, you know. And can you imagine, again, considering other perspectives, what would it feel like to be in such a low spot in your life and you're sitting there and out of all the people passing you, you feel like a ghost. No one looks at you. No one knows your name. And I found that it was amazing how people would light up. There was one lady, and this was uh, this was in Indianapolis, but she sold crocheted items. And so I sat down with her one day. I just sat down. It's on a busy street in front of a store. Like there's a lot of people around. It's not like I was putting myself in a dangerous position. But I sat down with her and I asked her, like, so what are you making? And she was like, oh, um, well, I make different things. And I was like, really? Well, where did you learn to crochet? By the way, what's your name? And the funny thing is, she became a completely different person like that quickly. Someone actually gave a crap about her and her life and what she was doing. And we actually ended up developing a friendship because I would go by there frequently just because I lived in the area. And also, she set up in front of a candy store. It's a thing. But just having someone else care about her motivated her to do better. And it's those small investments. And again, I feel like we're really being called right now to drop the barriers and drop the judgment, the comparisons, the ego. Come from a place of love and learning to see other people's perspectives and to be able to experience something from someone else's point of view comes from getting to know other people, like different people who don't see everything the way that you do, because that will enlighten you to other options, other ideas. And it's through that enlightenment so many times that, you know, maybe stopping and talking to someone on the street is very uncomfortable for you. And That's a breakthrough for you to be able to do that. And this person is benefiting from you taking the interest in them. You see what I mean about mutually beneficial situations? And again, it's the small things. It's the little tiny things that we do that we don't realize the ripple effect, you know, even for ourselves and how it grows us. Or that nugget of wisdom they may hold that we need. And that's the test. That's why we haven't made it yet. That's why we haven't gotten it yet, because Spirit's asking us to step outside of our comfort zone in some way. It can be anything, but this is the example that came to mind. So stay open to opportunities for enlightenment, and you may be really surprised at how many wonderful things start to happen in your life and how much new information comes in. You may discover your whole entire soul purpose through one small act of something you wouldn't normally do, an act of compassion, of acknowledgement. Maybe that's where your enlightenment is waiting. So I hope this helps. I will talk to you soon. Love and light. Hey, so I am excited to announce that the 21-day Reinvent Yourself Challenge is kicking off on January 21st. It's $21, so it's affordable. And what we're going to be doing is every day we'll have a Facebook group. Every day there's going to be a new video, Q&A on the topic. We're going to touch on how to make things stick, how to make new habits stick, really going into this energy of not just having a resolution, but reinventing yourself in the way that you always dreamed you could. And we're going to inner child healing, so many topics in 21 days we're going to cover so that at the end of that 21-day period, not only will you have a roadmap to success, but you will have the inner knowing that you can make these changes stick, and create the life that you really want for yourself. So, registration is open, and really the reason that we're doing it on the 21st, I love the energy because the 21st is the new moon. It's the new moon in Aquarius, which is all about reinventing yourself, your authenticity, showing off your eccentricity, really being you, letting that freak flag fly. So this energy is so supportive. And on the 22nd, all planets go direct. No more retrogrades. We've got a nice chunk of time where the planets are going to be direct. None of that backward, slow down movement. If you watch the full moon in Cancer reading, I went into some of this on there, but then the 22nd is the Chinese New Year. So, I mean, it's perfect for a fresh start. Perfect energy for a fresh start. So we're going to kick off on Saturday the 21st. Um, Once you sign up, you'll get an email that has information in it. Basically, go to the Facebook group, request to join. It's going to open on the 20th. So on the 20th, you'll have access to the Facebook group. We'll do introductions. Everybody gets kind of getting ready, and then the 21st we'll kick it off and start our 21-day journey to reinventing ourselves for 2023. So if you are interested, if you really, really feel like it's time to make these changes, it's time to become the best you, go to the website. It's under packages. It'll say 21-day Reinvent Yourself Challenge. Click on that. I will see you there. Love and light.